May 2, 1987. Ishekiris from all strata of social, economic, political and religious life assembled at the Great Coronation Hall, Olu Ishekiri, Big Warri, to witness the crowning of Prince Godwin Tsola Emiko after the conclusion of the mandatory Idaniken formalities, thus emerging as the second graduate Ishekiri monarch after Don Domingo's Atuwatse I. Not left out in the roll call of eminent dignitaries that graced the epic coronation on that day were the former premier of Western Region under the Action Group era, Chief Obafemi Awolowo, the late Oni of Ife, Obashijuwade Okunade, the then governor of Bendel State, Colonel John Mark Inyenga, envoys of diplomatic missions in Nigeria, royal fathers from neighboring kingdoms. Olu ATUWATSE II is the second son of his father, Erejuwa II, the 18th Olu of Warri. He studied law at the prestigious University of Lagos, UNILAG, and proceeded to the United Kingdom for his Masters in Law. Upon graduation, he proceeded to the Nigerian Law School and was called to bar, a prerequisite to practice law in Nigeria. ATUWATSE II, by this feat, stands out as the first law graduate to ascend the throne. As a young prince, he was the only son of his father, who was a member of the Warri Traditional Council in the 1980s. His professional services was put in the service of Warri Local Government Area, now Warri South, Warri Southwest and Warri North. The countenance of a monarch could bring sunshine and rain on his subjects. This holds true of the Olu of Warri, Ogiame Atuwatse II, Afomasi, Ogboru, a king adored by his subjects, loved, respected, and to him they gave their unconditional loyalty. The yearly coronation anniversary, or your Ekoro, provides a ready window to experience firsthand the awe that this aura evokes amongst Ishekiris. Warri Kingdom was awake again with activities of the 20th coronation anniversary of His Majesty. May 2, 1987 is a date etched in the memory of every subject at home and abroad. Coronation anniversaries are by far one of the most important dates in the annals of Ishekiri. It is an occasion to celebrate the power of a single crown that has united a people for over 5 centuries. A king is God's representative on earth, which attests to the reverence the Olu commands from his subjects. On this day, men, women, boys, girls, old and young, all come before the Olu dressed in exquisite Ishekiri fashion to pay homage and tribute to His Majesty. Drumming, dancing, praise singing, the Olu absorbs it all with majestic indifference. Coronation anniversary brings blessings and reward for the subjects. This was the case on April 28, 2012, when His Majesty celebrated the silver jubilee of his reign with the conferment of chieftaincy titles on deserving sons of Warri Kingdom. For almost 3 decades now, Atuwatse II has bore the crown with unparalleled charm, grace, panache, and noble comportment to the admiration and approval of his people. This trait is worthy of commendation and emulation at a time when traditional stews are fast becoming stooges on cash and carry basis. Ogiame Atuwatse II successfully steered his palace and kingdom from disrepute and scandals. He exhibited this trait as chairman of Delta State Traditional Rulers Council. His utterances were always guarded, even in provocative circumstances. 28 years on the ancient Warri throne has been a mixture of bitter, sour, sweet experiences for both monarch and subjects. In adversity, Atuwatse II charges subjects to look unto God and never lose faith, while in moment of sweet victory, to count their blessings. This is the spirit of the now famous annual Ishekiri Day of Thanksgiving for sons, daughters, friends and well-wishers of the kingdom. The say uneasy lies ahead that wears the crown, but nothing in His Majesty's countenance gives credence to this saying. There has been no sign of weariness of bearing the burden of a crown over 500 years old, steeped in non-negotiable Ishekiri culture. 28 years on the throne has been a tale of rising, rising, falling, and rising again as one people with one God, one people with one language. The reign of ATUWATSE II, CON, has witnessed growth and prosperity of his subjects, scattered like grains of sand across the globe. During his reign, Anishakiri's son, Emmanuel Eweta Udwan, emerged the governor of Delta State. The month of May evokes royalty, culture, tradition, and celebration as Ishakiris, irrespective of party line, religion, and class, retraced their source to the Olu's palace to pledge their loyalty as a people to live under one crown with authority from God. Tides have come and gone. Let the royal cannons sound. 28 deafening, earthquaking, rumbling, thundering shots for His Majesty Olu ATUWATSE II, CON, Afomasin Ogboru Ogiame Swo.